Well, Estelle, I wanted to know, like, how has your queerness affected your work in a good way or a bad way? And, like, the elders, have they been helpful with your groundwork?
I think there really isn't a lot of like young, like I know a lot of our old people really are like, they're really craving someone to pass the baton down to. Like our old people have fought for so long that it's like they deserve to rest. Like, and like there are like a handful of young ones who like understand what this requires, who like, you know, who want this to be part of their legacy piece moving forward. And so like me being 25, 24 at the time, starting and working in the space that like I've always wanted to work at since I was like a kid, being like, I want to see queer First Nations peoples thriving. And I don't know what that looks like. I didn't have the words for that as a young person. But I worked tirelessly to get to where I am. And of course, it's like I am also fair-skinned. And so there's a lot of reparations that I need to go through to make sure that mob know that they can trust who I am and that like my skin might be different, but our hearts are in the same place. Which is like reparations I willingly take on because I know that like that, while one might not like me straight away or might think that I'm a fair-skinned person trying to take up space that doesn't belong to them, but there's like a sense of dedication and resilience and like, yeah, it kind of beats you down and you're just like, why don't they just like see me as part of the community? But like you have to turn up, you have to be present, you have to show them that like your dedication to this is not temporary.
Work.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so it's been really beautiful to have that. Like at the start it was really daunting. It was like I have a meeting with like 5 oldest girls to see what they think community needs, and like I know each one of them gives me these evil eyes, but like I have to push through it until like those evil eyes turn into hugs, and they feel comfortable enough to put all of that kind of that minority stress that they experience from existing at their intersections like onto someone else who has like younger shoulders, who can carry that, who can move that and like mutate that into something that they can look back on and be like, I'm glad that we've got Estelle doing what she's doing. And it's super daunting because Black is doing what Black is doing at the level that Black is trying to achieve it at has not been seen before. It's like we're an entire like Black organization. Everyone who works there is queer. Like what we're actively doing is for us as well as for the people around us, for our atmosphere, to kind of repair and heal that. And then trying to move that into a national scale, which is our goals this year. It's like, how do you even do what hasn't been done before? Because when we look at what is required, we turn to other intersections and like everyone is behind. It's like there's no other intersection we can be like, this is how they did it, that's how we need to do it. And so it's really special to be in that space, to be constantly around like leaders within community who give me advice and kind of guide what I do at work and how I do what I do at work. COVID was really rough. It's like mob don't want to be on a Zoom. Like that's fucking boring to them. Like they want to be connected. They want to be together. And that was really hard for Black last year because we just couldn't, because of the limitations, bring people together. And the optics of that is like Black is just resting, Black isn't doing anything. And it's like, we fucking would. Like, we would if we could, but it's unsafe to jeopardize our old people by bringing them together like this. So, yeah, I think being a younger person around all these other older people is really good. It provides a different, fresh perspective. Like, Black hadn't had an Instagram post for 2 years before I was employed. And now, like, our Instagram is thriving. And the way that we're connecting with younger mob is really important. I got a call yesterday, actually, about a 12-year-old brother boy who had come out to someone in their life. And, like, they then came to Black. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, this is what I want Black to be. I want them to come to us because there's no one else to go to be like, how do I affirm this young person in their culture and their queerness and have both of them move at the same capacity? And they apparently knew that they were trans since they were 2 years old. So there's this extra generation that falls below Mia and myself who are affirming themselves really young. They have language to affirm themselves. Like, it's all of the things that I feel that our generations didn't have the capacity to affirm. So it's super exciting what Black is doing. And I think it's still in its baby stages, but it's like we're hopefully going to have an entire community of young people who feel connected to their elders, connected to their trans identity, connected to community. So it's super, super exciting.